Accelerated Spanish is rebranding. I'm going to announce the new name in a minute, but first you're probably curious what was wrong with the old name. Well, there are a few things wrong with it, and for starters, you've probably noticed that we've been operating under two names, Accelerated Spanish and Master of Memory. That's because I started Master of Memory back in 2014 just as a hobby to explore memorization and accelerated learning in general. The Spanish branch of that hobby, which I just happened to name Accelerated Spanish, quickly turned into a whole business of its own, now with a team of 18 staff members, including 12 native Spanish-speaking coaches and an audience of tens of thousands. Meanwhile, I haven't really done anything with Master of Memory in the last 7 years, except operate the Spanish department under that name. But all of this has caused some problems. Trying to say that we're Accelerated Spanish by Master of Memory is not just confusing, it's quite a mouthful. Actually, just the name Accelerated Spanish is a mouthful. It's very hard to pronounce smoothly. You've probably heard the results of this on the podcast. Accelerated Spanish, episode 61. But just as importantly, neither of these names reflects who we really are. We've matured a lot over the last 9 years, and we've really refined the art of helping people learn Spanish at a truly deep level. The name Master of Memory makes it sound like we just help people memorize things, and the name Accelerated Spanish makes it sound like we're focused on speed, not depth. These names don't capture who we really are, a team of experienced professionals who believe that through some very specific strategies that include both working harder and smarter, English speakers can become deeply fluent in Spanish as a second language. And that's how we arrived at the new brand name, LearnCraft Spanish. Now, just to clarify for anyone who's worried, this is still me. The company hasn't changed hands, we haven't sold out to anyone. I'm still the founder and 100% owner of the company and brand. But LearnCraft is the new name, and I'm more proud of what we do than ever. Here's what the LearnCraft brand represents and why I believe in it. First of all, at LearnCraft, we take learning seriously. Learning something at a deep level, like becoming fluent in a second language, requires some very rigorous work. Learning is both an art and a science. It's an intricate craft. When you learn a new skill, you're building something in your mind, something beautiful and personal, but also something sturdy and reliable. The techniques that we use for teaching Spanish aren't just based on random whims, they come from solid research, both established research on learning and language acquisition, which my team and I have used to develop our curriculum, and also the research that we'll keep doing in the future by continuing to experiment with our techniques and refine them over time based on what actually gets our students fluent. So LearnCraft is the art and science of taking learning seriously, applying yourself diligently to a new skill and rigorously building that skill up in your mind. Our long-term vision is eventually to branch out to other fields of learning, LearnCraft German, LearnCraft Mandarin, LearnCraft Chemistry, LearnCraft Algebra, and applying the same disciplined philosophy of learning to anything we do. But for now, we're LearnCraft Spanish, focused more than ever on getting people fluent in Spanish as a second language. Note that over the next couple of weeks, you're going to see us rolling out changes to our public profiles, such as our YouTube channel, Instagram account, and Facebook presence. For now, the best thing you can do to dig deeper is to subscribe to our brand new podcast, LearnCraft Spanish. And if you have any questions for me, please reach out at timothy@learncraftspanish.com, and I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for being a part of this journey, and I'm really excited for what's next.